let's talk. Alrighty guys, hello. I'm on my bed again. Whatever. Hi. Welcome to my channel. I'm at Ram, if you guys do not know already. Hopefully no one's looking at me. We have my whole building right in front of me, so. But hello guys. I talked about this in the last video. This is awkward because I could see literally a guy just looking. Okay, this is just weird. So, I talked about this in my last video, and it was about the AC situation. I'm sorry about that. I'm gonna try to speak a little bit louder, but I don't know. So, as you guys know, and if you watched my last video, you guys would know that I am in college now, which is really, really fun, and I really like it. And I kind of wanted to talk a little bit about college and my experience before even coming to college. Let's get right into it. I don't know. So, I visited Grand Canyon University my junior year, and I really loved it. No, my sophomore year, and I really loved it. So I kind of had my mindset on this one, but kind of like, oh, we'll see. And fast forward junior year, I was like, okay, taking my SATs, kind of just going through the motions, not really knowing what my plan was, which, trust me, you guys, even my junior year, I was worried about it. So I still took my SATs and kind of did that whole jazz. And then I figured out my senior year that I was just going to go to community college. And a little disclaimer about just community college: there's nothing wrong with going there. It's still college. Like, it is I don't know. It's still education. You're doing your general eds. Like, it's the same. I don't know if it's the same thing because I've never been, but it is still college. The only difference is you're not living away from home. In some cases you are, but for the most part you're still in your home. So that's pretty much the only difference. And I don't really think that community college is something to bash people about, and I know that kind of has a really bad stigma, especially in today's world. But I wanted to quickly talk about that because a lot of my friends from my hometown, and a lot of, like, all of the girls that I worked with but Shani, all go to community college. So I do know a lot of people that are at community college, and I don't think there's anything wrong with that. So I kind of had my mind set on community college, and all throughout my senior year I was like, I'm going to da-da-da-da, like, everybody knew where I was going, and kind of everybody went to that, like, same college. There's like 2 colleges that my school would go to, but I was just choosing like the least popular one just to meet new people and stuff. So that's kind of where I was at my whole senior year, literally my whole senior year. So the only issue I kind of had with community college was the fact that, not issue, but like the only thing I kind of didn't like about it was the fact that it was very close to home, and I kind of wanted to move out. Not that there was anything wrong with me living at home. My parents were always very nice and always really took care of me whenever I needed it. But I just kind of wanted to move away and just be on my own for a little bit, which again is fine. There's nothing wrong with it. This was my decision, so I don't think I should be bashed on my decision. Not that I have been bashed or in any way, but just like the last episode, if you guys do not know, I am on a show called Life After Keenson. It officially ended, so you guys can go watch all 6 seasons. But there's an episode where 2 of the girls on the show kind of pressed me about college, which, again, not a big deal. At the end of the day, they were very supportive of what I am doing, and Shani and Alyssa are very, 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 very nice girls, so they do not deserve to get any hate on what they said. And there's just a lot that goes on behind the camera, and you guys really do need to know that. So I was reading through the comments and realized that the girls did get some pretty mean comments. So if you guys commented that, just remember for next time, like, just be nice and understand that they're human too. And they are, like I said, very nice girls. So anyways, where was I? Community college. So that was one of the problems that I didn't really like about community college, and I kind of just wanted to move out, like I said. And also, the college that I was going to, and I'm not going to say the name, was not helpful at all. Like, every person that I knew that went there was very confused, and I know it's the real world and we all just gotta figure it out, but it was very, very, very hard, and in a way a little unorganized, to be honest with you. So I kind of like was like, okay, so should I go to this other community college now, because all my other friends going to the other community college already had their schedules, already had like everything they needed to be there. So I felt myself being even more lost and like a lot more scared, because I was like, what's going on? Like, I don't have my schedule, I don't have anything. And I was a freshman, so I am a freshman, but I really did not have any clue on what literally was going on. So 2 days before graduation, or a day maybe, I got in contact with a counselor at Grand Canyon University, and I applied, I sent in all my transcripts, I did everything I needed to do, and then literally the counselor, I don't know what happened. I don't know, if I'm allowed to say this either, but I think she got fired. I don't really know, because one day she asked me, hey, do you have like whatever I needed to turn in? And I said, yes, I'll give it to you by tomorrow. And then the next day she didn't answer. And I was like, okay, what? And then I sent an email saying like, hi, like I sent over the transcripts, or like I don't remember what it was, but I sent over what I needed to get done. And then she, like, there was like an automatic email sent like, oh, sorry, blank is, I forgot what the email said, but then I technically got ghosted by my counselor. I don't know, it was really weird. So then I got in contact with like GCU, and they rerouted me super quickly to another counselor, and he was very helpful and very, very nice. And that was basically the counselor that I got up until I'm here at GCU now. And pretty much the ball like started rolling after maybe July, like beginning of July, and it was a very, very, very fast process, because I only had like a month and a half to get all my papers and to get my classes, everything, and it was very stressful, but obviously worth it at the end. So GCU was very unexpected, and the two girls that you guys saw in the last video, my college video, are not my roommates. I read a couple comments, and you guys, my camera's about to die. You guys had a lot of impressions. Hold on, let me change. Okay, we're back. Okay, so I was saying, I think you guys were under the impression that those were my roommates. They're not my roommates, they're my actual friends. And then I have 3 other roommates. So that's basically the whole GCU thing. But my 2 friends got into GCU like the same time as I did, so that's why we ended up where we're living. But again, that's a whole nother situation. I'll talk about that in a second. I found out I was going to GCU, and then like once everything kind of got like set in stone, I had about 3 weeks to figure out my living situation, which was very stressful, and I was really scared about my roommate situation. I didn't know who I was living with, and luckily all worked out at the end. So that's how I ended up here. A little bit about college though. If you guys get the opportunity to be at a 4-year, you are very, 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 very blessed, regardless if you're an athlete and you're getting paid full ride to be there, or if you're, whatever you gotta do to be here, you are very blessed. And I really realized how lucky I am to be here. If you guys get the opportunity, take it. I don't think anyone should also bash on someone for taking the 4-year route when you can save the money just doing community college for 2 years. I know it's a tough subject and kind of like scary, but again, you're very blessed. I am so blessed to have parents that and are able to provide me with a higher education. So yeah, I kind of really want to touch on that and just realize, guys, like education is very, very important, and if you're taking the route of being an entrepreneur, like that whole thing is super cool, because you're taking the risk and trying to just figure it out for yourself, which I think takes a lot of courage, and I was a little bit too scared to take because I'm a person that likes to have a backup plan and likes to kind of know what's happening and what the next step is. So about my living situation, I am a freshman at Grand Canyon University. Like everyone just, I'm sorry, I'm gonna keep repeating that sentence, but I'm a freshman and I'm currently living in a like upperclassman apartment, which in the beginning I was a little bit sad that I was living in an apartment, which again, I'm so blessed to be here, and I understand, like, I get my own living situation, I get my own living area, I get it, I'm very blessed. But I was a little bit sad that I was not going to get the opportunity to have that dorm experience. But after seeing the dorms at Grand Canyon, like, they are one of the nicest dorms maybe ever. Like, they're so nice. You only share a restroom with one other person, maybe two others, but they're just very, very nice dorms, and I've seen them and they are very nice for dorms. But I like my own space and I like being in my own bubble after a long day, and I also love having my own kitchen. So it has its pros and cons, but I was very sad that I didn't really get to have that experience of living in a dorm. But I don't think I can go, like, in next year I don't think I'll go to a dorm because I don't think I can, like, I mean, I can backtrack, but I don't think I would want to. There's probably like no more than 50 freshmen living in this building, just because this is like an upperclassman building, and I have 3 other roommates and I share a restroom with one of them, and I absolutely love that, and I love my roommates, and I was very scared that they wouldn't like me or that I wouldn't like them, but they're all very nice and we get along really well, and we all kind of have the same sense of humor, which is good and something that a lot of people have a hard time understanding about me, but that's a whole nother thing. So about my major, I am a communications major. So when I first applied to GCU, I thought I was going to be a criminology major, and that would be so fun, and I think criminal justice is so fun and interesting, but I just majored in communications just because it's more fitting and it's way more broad, and I could do a lot with it. So I kind of want to go into like the whole marketing spectrum of everything. So that's kind of my plan, but we'll see. And if it changes, I am gonna try not to change it, but if it does change, I'm okay with that. I know that a lot of people change their majors very, very, very early or very, very late. So guys, it's just your own thing. Like, don't be worried about what other people are saying and what other people are thinking. It's your own life. So I think that's pretty much everything I really had to say about college. I went on Instagram and asked you guys kind of a little bit of a Q&A just so I can get your guys' input and see what you guys wanted to hear from me. So I have the questions here. Why are you going so far? So I'm far, but not really. I'm 5 hours away from home. I've been at school for maybe 3 weeks and I've been home twice already. So I can make that commute's like local. I can make that travel back home whenever I really want to or need to, because it's only 5-6 hours. So it's very doable, and there's more ways to travel there than just the airplane. So is it hard so far? Again, my 3rd week at school, I feel like it's definitely going to be a lot harder. I've had one quiz and I did really well on the quiz, and then I had one project and I really liked the outcome of it. So far, not too crazy, but definitely doable. Okay, this is a good question. Do you miss your family a lot? Like, I mean, I know you do, but do you feel like it bothers you daily? So I'm sorry this lighting is changing, the sunset's going down. I'm trying to work with what I have right now, but a little bit about my homesickness, and I know that was a big thing that my friends and I were all very worried about. A lot of people say the first 2 weeks are the worst weeks ever, like being homesick, and then the first 6 weeks are still pretty bad. So my parents moved me in with Isaac, probably like we came over like a day before move-in, and then kind of got the ball rolling. We moved in, we slept over, I don't know, we had an early move-in, whatever. So we got moving pretty early. My parents left that night, and I am so lucky to have a friend very nearby, and she's my hometown friend, but she moved out to Phoenix like mid senior year, so she's only like 20 minutes away. So I like had her come over. So my parents left, and I told my parents, like, no one is crying, because I know the second I see my parents cry, I will start bawling. I will start bawling my eyes out. So I asked them not to cry. I was like, no one crying, like, no one cry, like, it's fine. And I also knew I was already coming home. I think it was like 20 something days. So I kind of had like the excitement, something to look forward to pretty early on. Like the first day that I came here, I already booked a flight back home. I think genuinely I was probably homesick my first day for maybe 30 minutes while I was waiting for my friend to get here. And then there was another day where I like FaceTime my parents asking them to see my room and my car, which kind of made me homesick, and that probably lasted like another 20-30 minutes. So obviously, yes, I do miss my family, but I definitely was a lot more scared that I was going to be miserable out here, and I am so happy that there's this girl staring at me. Okay, this is awkward. Anyways, I'm so happy that I am not really homesick. Again, I go home maybe, I think there's been 3 weekends already, 4 maybe. How many weekends has it been? This is my 3rd weekend at GCU, and I've gone home once already, and I'm getting home this weekend now. So I've been home quite often, and I really like it, and it makes me excited and just something to look forward to. So if you're able to make that time of going back home, I definitely recommend it, because it helps me a lot. And yeah, so yes, I've been homesick, but not as much as I expected, and like that was my biggest like scare. Do you have free time or no? Yes, I have Tuesdays and Thursdays off, so that's like my free time. I also get out of school at like 3, so I start from 7 a.m. and I finish at like 10, and then I have class again at 3. So I have quite a little bit of free time, which is good, because I find time to edit videos or do homework or whatever I really do need to get done. Are you going to be in a sorority? So no, GCU does not offer Greek life, which is fine. Like if I was at like in a school like ASU or something, I think I would have joined a sorority, but it wasn't something that I kind of like dreamt about, and like that was my only like that, like I'll live without it, you know. So no, I won't be in a sorority, but I'm like okay with that. Is college like a very new environment? Yes, quite literally. The environment and like the weather in Phoenix is very hot and dry, and I'm from California, which gets hot but like doable. So it's been kind of a climate change, literally. Like it's just, I mean, I don't know, just the weather's different, which kind of took a long time for me to get adjusted to. Okay, well, I think that's all the questions. I mean, there's a lot more, but I kind of already answered them throughout the video. What made you pick GCU? That's gonna be my final question. So GCU was, I like how modern it was. It is, I mean, and it just looks a lot more like, it just looks very modern, and it's a very nice campus, and it's also very, very safe and kind of harder to get into, which I really enjoyed. And that was one of the top reasons, because the surrounding areas of GCU are not the best, so it's kind of really hard to get on campus, and security is like on campus 24/7, which I like. Alrighty guys, so I'm gonna wrap up this video because my friend is texting me asking me to go study with her, so I have to go study. But I will see you guys in the next video. I think my next video is gonna be like my dorm room tour, college move-in vibe, but we'll definitely have to see about that one. Alrighty guys, so I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you guys have any more questions about college or anything, just go DM me on Instagram, just go DM me on Instagram because I'm constantly replying to my DMs on there. So if you guys have any questions, make sure you go on there and follow me on my Instagram because I'm about to hit 100,000. And I will see you guys later. Thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure you subscribe and you like this video and turn on your post notifications, and bye.